That's great.
So Danny, one more time, just because I know people like to have repetition so they know, explain to us how we become one of the first 50, what's going to happen with the first, just repeat that one more time so people hear it again.
Perfect. Yeah. So everybody, just so you know, this is a packed house with 500 people who get to hear this right now, but we're going to make it fair game for everyone to be one of those first 50 chosen. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit this video with the information that Walter just shared. We're going to put it on YouTube. We're going to send an email from corporate with this video in it and the link to the Google form that Walter was showing all of you that you're wishing you had in your hands right now. And we're gonna open the gate for everybody at the same time. So you will get a notice by email within the next 2 hours from corporate that says, hey, do you want to be a beta tester? And it will give you the same instructions that Walter just gave and this video for every single affiliate in the network right now. The first 50 who fill out the form, you do need to be in the United States. Just Walter can explain more of the reasoning behind that, but you do need to be in the US. If you're one of those first 50, you will get an email on Monday morning saying, congratulations, you get to be one of our beta testers, and here's what you need to do next. And there will be things you need to do to be able to access the app, because the app will not be live on the App Store. So Walter, you may have shared, but maybe we should go into the fact that what they will be able to do with the app and what they won't be able to do with the app.
Sure, absolutely. I'm not on mute. Okay, good. So within the app, you will be able to share your links. So if you've been on any Monday night calls or been on any call where I walk through the app, all that functionality will work. The map will work, sharing the app will work, all of that will work. When it links out to the App Store, we have it enabled in the App Store. We have the permission to do so, but for beta testing, we're not enabling it just because we want to make sure it's fair for everybody. When the app officially goes live, whether you're an affiliate, global, or super affiliate, or just joining that day, everyone will have the ability to download and share the app. But for the testing, it's just those in the beta test will be able to share the app, but it will just link to the default Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. And the test period, again, is the 7 days. Being in the United States is primarily where we're launching, so that's why we're launching in the United States. However, when we launch internationally, we'll also be looking for international beta testers. So if you are international, you can drop us an email now and we will absolutely consider that for when we launch international and international geos. So yeah.
Awesome. So I think it's really important to let everybody know, just again, if you're chosen for the beta test, you'll have the ability to put the beta version of the app on your phone. It'll have the invite function, but anybody you send that invite to, when they click on it, it's just going to take them to the App Store because there is no Tapestri app on the App Store. So I think that's really important. We're not giving anybody a head start to build their business or anything.
Right.
And there will be no commissions earned, no commissions paid. Nobody will earn on the data. We're just gathering information on our corporate side to make sure that we're all bells and whistles and everything's ready to really rock and roll.
And nor are we monetizing the data, right? That's the key part. This is just for beta testing. But with that share function, you have the ability to edit your message. So if you want to test out and kind of beta test your own messaging, now is the time. If you're in a beta program, you'll have the ability to do so.
Yeah, we'll be doing some training on Monday night. I say we very loosely because it'll be Danny and whoever she gets as a guest, but we'll be doing some training on how to use the invite function, what kind of messages will be effective, and how to build your social community. Danny and the guest she's been having on Monday nights has just been phenomenal. So let's jump right into the Q&A. Walter, one of the big questions I'm getting, I'll answer, is this Founders Club membership promo that we've been running so successfully, basically giving people 12 months free. That does not end with the beta. That ends when the app officially goes live in the store. So you'll get a 72-hour notice once the beta is complete, and there'll be a 72-hour notice that the app is going live. The day the app goes live in the United States, that's the day the promo is over. Up until then, though, you can enroll as many people as you want as affiliates. They pay $9.95 for their monthly subscription. You'll say monthly subscription, but then we as a corporation will go in behind them and we'll suspend the next 12 months. So basically they're paying $9.95 for the first 13 months. That's the first question I saw up there. Danny, you want to help me go through some of these Q&A? We'll try to pepper Walter with as many as we get to in the short time we have together.
Yes. I never can find, oh, there it is.
Kind of
I'm just looking at the chat, which
before the
has hundreds.
announcement. I think the ones after the announcement, if you asked a question before the announcement, hopefully you got your answer. So we're gonna go to after the announcement and start looking at these questions.
Yeah, that's generally the most common question. Is the app in the App Store yet?
All right, Janine's
Common.
asking, those super affiliates up to 150 are automatically in beta testing. You're not automatically in, you're automatically gonna be the one to get the email to get in, but you have to submit the data and then we'll send it back to you. You have to actually do what's required, install the app in beta. So the first 150 affiliates, that's chronologically, the first 150, we're rewarding them for seeing the vision early on and having faith before this was live. The first 150. Now, another 50 to 100, as Danny said, you just send in the information you want to do it. You'll get an email. What did you say, Danny, within 2 hours?
The first 150 super affiliates, the first 150 people in the United States who became super affiliates with Tapestri are in the beta, and all the globals are in the beta. And we will send everybody, when you get the email, just fill out the form, please. It will help us. And the first 50 after those 150 super affiliates in the US and the globals, the first 50 to fill out the form will be chosen to participate in the beta. And you will all get an email within the next 2 hours. So I have somebody who's asking, they're following up with 65 inactive affiliates. Do we send them follow-up emails? Yes, we do. They get follow-up emails from corporate once a week, just reminding them about the Founders Club and the fact that the clock is ticking, and they will get a follow-up email. But you guys, this is your business and it's your job to do a good job at following up. So I know how I run my business. I don't wait for corporate to do it. I'm going to follow up with all of my inactive people. And I'm also going to be sending out an email and some notifications to people who pre-registered to get the app. And we do communicate with them as well. But somebody may have pre-registered in June and they have gotten 1 email from corporate or maybe 2 emails from corporate and completely forgot about what Tapestri is. So I highly recommend following up with people.
Walter, we got a question. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just saying, we have a lot of international folks on this call, and I just want to show them some love and support as well. So just going to give this to you, Tom. What is the international markets you're really excited about, and what's kind of our go-to market strategy there?
Yeah, so in our current roles at Complementix, we have a global data set that we monetize. So we have a pretty good understanding of what geographies are in the highest demand, and so for us, it's logical from a number of standpoints to launch in the US. And so that's going to be our first market. And then it's also logical to think about, all right, so US is English speaking. What other English speaking geographies can we then transition to? And that will be Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. And then after that, we also understand that EU data is very valuable. It's difficult to get because of their regulation, the GDPR. And so that will be a natural next step for us to go to the EU. And it'll take a little bit of work on the privacy side, but we can do it. And that data is also very valuable. And then from there, we'll figure it out. But
Tom, can I just ask you to turn your camera on? I want people to see you.
Oh.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not gonna know Tom yet, but you will. This guy, Walter, maybe you could tell a little bit more about what he does. But this is the guy who's really going out there and making the deals with these big companies to buy our data. So you guys want to show this man some love. He's one of the big reasons this opportunity is available to all of us. So Tom, thank you. So go ahead.
Yeah,
sir.
Thank you guys. And just to add to that, so yeah, I go out and I sell the data, and as a company, Complementix, we've been really successful. We've got dozens of buyers today, so we have the revenue pipeline in place. But what we need are you guys. We really need to scale this, and so we need downloads. And I'm not talking about 100,000 downloads. I'm talking about millions of downloads. And so that's going to happen because we have a great group of super affiliates and affiliates, and it seems like overall the response to the app from a consumer perspective has been really, really positive. So thanks to all you guys for being on this call.
Echo that, absolutely. All right, sorry, Chuck, I know I interrupted you earlier. Back to you.
No, it's okay. I had one question there about the privacy issues. You know, how do you address that, Walter, and kind of where are we as a company as far as privacy issues go?
Yeah, so, and I see this question here. Let's say the government coerces private companies to share their data with government, like contact tracing. It's a great question. So, you know, for us specifically, think about the year we were in last year and some kind of the year we're in right now. Mobile location data is extremely valuable for things like patient tracing, right? This person was here, how many people were there around, and that's a noble effort. But still, Tapestri will say, no, we're not going to give up our data to government, even for noble good pursuits. So our answer is always emphatically no for all government. Now, subpoena is a completely separate thing, but even there, the data is completely encrypted and anonymized either way. But we do not monetize with that government entities, whether it be local mayor level or with like DARPA or the US border, things like that. Absolutely not. As far as privacy concerned, we monetize data anonymously. So you have Tom Williams, or you have Chuck, you have Danny, none of that data gets monetized. Your email address you signed up with us does not get monetized. What we're monetizing, and we generally do visualizations here, but it's completely anonymous location data tied to a point of interest. So my phone was at Costco. I went there on a Saturday. That's an interesting data point. And while I was there, there were other people there. Why did I choose Saturday over Friday? How far did I drive to get there? Why did I go to Costco over Sam's? It's that type of data point that's very valuable to us, and that's what we monetize, not what we consider personally identifiable information. That term is tricky though, because depending on your country and your state, personally identifiable information is different, but we don't monetize what we consider identifiable information, which is like your name, address, email, things like that.
Very good. Couple of questions, and you can tell there's a group of affiliates out here asking these questions. When will the app be live? And you've kind of addressed that, but when will we start earning? When can we expect our first payments? That's a question I've seen a couple times here.
Yeah, so when the app's actually live, so we're expecting a very, very short period of time that you'll begin earning right away. The minute that app goes live on your phone and Tapestri is running in the background, you begin earning. We get paid on a calendar month. So let's use an example. This app, you're able to download it on end of August or September 1st. Beginning of October, you have a full 30 days of earning on your own data. Also, you sharing the app. And if you're an affiliate or super affiliate, and all the bonus structures that are tied there are also applied. When you share the app with a third party, so I share the app with Tom, and it's been now Tom's had it on his phone for 30 days. Now I make that buck off Tom, or maybe $2 off Tom, depending on where he's at the tier. So everything's on a 30-day calendar month, and that's a rolling 30 days for everybody.
Okay, got a couple questions.
If I could just add to Chuck,
Tom.
just about the beta program. I mean, this is really important for us to get the app live with a very small number of users so that we can stress test it and just make sure that everything's working properly. We want it, when we roll it out, we want to make sure that it's perfect for you guys, because we want consumers to love it. We want you guys to love it too.
Yeah, and there's famous stories of like Expedia launching and Facebook launching, and it crashes, right? The reason it crashes is because they maybe didn't do a big enough stress test behind it, the number of users. We're running constantly in the background, so that's a big data load, but we're expecting that, so we're not too concerned about it.
See several questions back here about the upgrade to the back office today. Danny Walker and I will be, mostly Danny again, but putting together a video explaining the changes and the upgrade. So if you got any questions about that, that should be coming out very soon. I would predict this afternoon on that, if not for sure tomorrow morning, letting you know. But as far as you're used to seeing users or consumers in your back office, there really are no users yet. A user will be someone who actually installs the app. Those you will see in our new reporting. So all of the users were basically people that tried to become an affiliate and for whatever reason stopped before they completed the process. So those have all been moved into the inactive user box. Again, we'll explain all that in detail in a video coming out real soon. You can find that. It'll go out to you in an email from the company. It'll also be in our Facebook group.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read through if you guys don't mind. Is the beta testing 7 or 70 days? I like that. Oh, we're shooting for 7. We're shooting for 7, not 70, but I totally get it. I totally understand that. Will I get paid if we drive past Costco. Yeah, so essentially it's running content in the background honestly. There is no like I went into Costco, I earned more. This is allowing the average person earn no matter what they do, whether you stay at home for work or work outside the home, is running content in the background. There's no ways to gain it by going more places. It's completely anonymous in the background. So hopefully that helps.
Well, I got a question from Steve Thomas, and it's one I had from you the first day you and I met about this. I was concerned that we might outsell your ability to sell the data. You know, the team might grow so fast, we get some installs. I'm like, can you guys really handle all the data we're about to bring you? And that's exactly what Steve Thomas is asking here. So could you and Tom maybe address that for us?
Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna stop putting these comments. Comments are very funny. So we've been doing this for a very long time, right? So close to a decade monetizing data. Our existing data set outside of Tapestri is about 400 million users, right? Well into the 7 figures when we monetize this data. So we're expecting, to Tom's point, our ability, your guys' ability, our own ability to get millions of people using this app. So not just in the United States, but across the globe. So absolutely, I hope that you guys do, and I hope we all kind of outsell our ability, because buyers want this data. We generally talk about this in our generally call, but one of our marketing lingos is ethically sourced data from consumers who've opted in, and that data is valuable and they should be buying it.
You know, there's an international question here. We might as well address it, but there's also a video that we did addressing the international situation so you can understand that better. It's asking, this is Oscar, what if the app is not available in a specific country? Will they be able to get commission too? The $5 to $25 and even a tap a friend for $1. Basically, if the app's not available in your country yet, you won't be able to get the $5 to $25. And it will be different per country. It depends on what country you're in. The value of the data may be less than that. That's the United States rate. So that's addressed in the video. But yes, you can earn the $1 from Tap a Friend as an affiliate by simply getting installs in countries that do have a live app. So Walter, anything you want to address more on that? We did a whole video on that. And if someone would be kind enough to put that in the chat so Oscar and others can have access to that video, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So we create economic models for all geos. Like the countries that Tom highlighted earlier on are the countries we have models for automatically, right? English speaking, Western Europe, I would even argue much of Central and Eastern Europe as well. We want to go to very, very quickly. When we look at APAC, Africa, South America, literally Central America as well, very valuable as well, but we're creating new economic models for those geos. For example, the monthly fee may not be $9.95. We might lower that monthly fee, and that would also translate to those persons' earnings on a monthly basis, which will equal out. So that is the plan. So when this app launches, I can definitely imagine, I see some questions here about VPNs. You can change your location, be in the United States, download the app, right? The minute Tapestri sees that location data, we'll see that you're in Mexico City, or you're in Belgium, or wherever you're located, and that account will go deactivated. So please ask for patience. We want to go live in your country. You can be an affiliate and get paid out, even if you're in an international market. So that's totally acceptable.
What are your thoughts on the app going live within 3 days after the beta test is over? Somebody's asking.
That's a great question. So I think that is probable. This is more not my decision at this point. It's more of a development decision. But if everything goes really well to the beta program, I think that is very, very probable. Yes.
And you will all be kept in the loop. Everybody will be kept in the loop as our launch strategy goes. That's why we do these meetings, and everything will be on the up and up. You won't just wake up one morning and the app is in the app store.
Right. So we'll speak with you on Monday. We'll have another call next Friday, constantly updating you also via email, and we're going to stick to our 72-hour promise.
Tom, someone's asking how many data buyers you currently have. I think you already addressed that, but I think they might have missed it.
Yeah, I don't know the exact amount, but it's definitely multiple dozens. I'd say 40 to 50 and growing. And we're talking about some real well-known name brands that we work with today. And keep in mind, Complementix is a small business, but we've done great big things, and we continue to do that.
Kim here asked a good question. She asked, if I'm part of the beta and share the app with others, can they pre-register even though they can't yet download the app? It's two different functions, Kim. In the beta test, you'll be able to share with people, but they won't be able to install the app. They won't be able to pre-register. You're just practicing the share feature. If you want them to pre-register for the app, you need to use the link in your back office. We call it the short link. It's the top one where they can pre-register for free.
Yeah.
Any
Your
questions? Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say, is your bank information and password safe, or does the app record that? So we never, Tapestri never collects bank account information. If you pay the $9.95 with us, that was done through Stripe. We don't hold that information. Also, when we pay out to you via the app or as an affiliate in the back office, that's also done through Stripe. So we wouldn't hold that information as well. And your passwords are encrypted, so we won't even know your passwords either.
So everybody, I put in some links to some videos, and I really recommend everybody go and use those resources, but more importantly, go watch them. It'll probably take you 30 minutes, and you will be fully informed and ask a lot less questions and feel a lot better about what you're doing. And it makes a big difference in your business when you believe in it and are informed. So those are tools that you can use for your own guidance. And they're also tools that you can share with people when they're asking you a lot of questions about what this is and what data we collect and who buys it and all of those things.
Tom, I got an interesting question here for you. Someone's asking if you feel that the Tapestri data will be as valuable or more valuable than what you've been selling with complementarics.
Oh,
That's a
good question.
Really good
so
question.
too.
Yeah, so given the fact that we have, well, with complementarics, we have a little over 5 years under our belts now. So we understand what constitutes high quality data. And so we've built the app so that we can collect that high quality data. And so it's more dense, meaning, you know, in the location feed, we'll get more events per day per device, which depending on the use case, whether it's in the financial services or commercial real estate or advertising worlds, those buyers will love that because it's super high quality. The other benefit is that it's all consented. The privacy landscape is starting to clamp down a little bit. You know, we have states like California that have passed laws regulating, you know, what you can do and how you can sell data. And other states are joining in, like I think Colorado just passed something. So given the fact that when a consumer downloads it and consents saying, I am willing to share my data through Tapestri, that also is super valuable. And there's really not a lot that the regulators can do because you're agreeing to provide data. And so we think that given the quality, given the consented nature of it, ethically sourced, as Walter said, and then given the fact that we can really scale it, we feel like it'll be more valuable. And at the same time, one more thought. At the same time, the companies that are currently collecting data via relationships with app developers, the way complementarics, the way we work today, they're going to see it become increasingly difficult for them to scale and collect high quality data, and so that will create a little bit of a vacuum for us to fill a market need.
Great,
Yep.
Good question, great answer. Walter, I got one here from Brenda. Do you need to get parental consent for minors 16 and 17 years old?
For 16 and 17, no, you do not. So 16 is the age to be an affiliate and a user with Tapestri. Anyone under the age of 16, even with parental consent, we advise not to be a user and not to be an affiliate.
And then this question is, will you also monetize the user's sex and age?
So we're not monetizing, so we call that demographics. If you're going to utilize a survey within our app, some surveys require a demographic profile. So many of you have done surveys before. If it's Procter & Gamble and they're trying to sell detergent, they want to target women, for example, and they want to target head of household women who are buying groceries and buying detergent. In that scenario, you are going to pass your age. They don't know who you are, by the way. This is still a completely anonymous survey, and that will get parked. So giving your age or giving your gender in that scenario will determine your payout. But also, you don't have to do the survey. It's completely up to you. But that's the way that demographic data will be monetized.
Jason Morris asked, if I have a business that wants to sign up how would that work? An organization or a business?
The same way. Really, they can sign up as an affiliate. If it's a restaurant, obviously they can market it on tables. We've seen banners, all sorts. So there's a big advantage of a business becoming an affiliate. Even if you were an independent business, maybe you're a gig worker working as an Uber driver or a DoorDash deliverer, and putting a QR code in the back of your seat. I think that's a really great idea to begin earning more while doing what you're already doing.
Larry Curse, one of our first super affiliates, has a couple good questions here. Once the app goes live, will we still be able to use our web link to share the app?
Yes, it will link to the store, track to you, Larry. Absolutely.
And Larry's second question was, how will our pre-registered users be notified that the app is alive? And will they be tied to us?
They will be tied to you, and we have their email address associated to your account. We also will notify everyone who's pre-registered to be a user with Tapestri, which is tens and tens of thousands of people at this point. They'll all get a notification from corporate.
I'm trying to get through as many of these questions as I can, so thank you all for being patient. What happens if you're a US customer and you go overseas for a holiday for like 2 weeks or a month?
That's a great question. So we understand what we would consider the common nighttime dwelling. So, or we call it the CND. So you travel to Europe abroad for the summer, we would still understand that you're there. There's no dish on your account or on your data. It's still being monetized. What we're not up to is if you live in France, although we want to go live in France, we're not live in that country. That phone is still tied to a US address, and that phone is actually on a US telco. So that's where we're able to monetize it. But if you actually live there, that's the issue currently. But we will be able to monetize the fact that you traveled internationally or went somewhere. That's valuable.
A question that comes up a lot, and I see it here a couple times in the Q&A, is how will people withdraw the money from the app? How will affiliates get paid?
Stripe payout, right? So that's what we're using, and the reason we're using them is for the security. They're a very big brand in this space and well regarded. So it allows us to pay out to multiple countries, and it goes directly to your bank account. So when you signed up with us, many people I've noticed have paid with Apple Pay, they chose Google Pay, or they just did use a debit card or did a bank transfer. All of those abilities are in the payout as well, utilizing Stripe.
Maurice asks, why do affiliates pay the $9.95?
The $9.95 is really a corporate fee that we're offering to all of our affiliates who've joined to allow you to earn more. Where that $9.95 goes is, think of it like a prime fee or the cost of membership. It goes to our bottom line. When we monetize your data as a user, 70% of that revenue goes right back out to you. We live on that third. That's our take-home pay. The $9.95 allows us to constantly make that back office better, which hopefully you're seeing, and that will get better and better, give you more tools to share, give you more replicated websites to share as well. That's where that $9.95 goes.
And I do want to tell you, we're going to have about 5 more minutes of Q&A here. Dan, if you've got any that you've seen out there you'd like to bring to Walter, Tom, or myself, let me know. But I do want to mention that we have a phenomenal support team. And if you've got specific questions, again, about inactive people in your organization or anything, feel free to go to support@tapestri.io. And within 24 to 48 hours, you will get an answer. We've got a great team there.
Yep, actually even better would be to go into your back office and click on Support Center and open up a support ticket. That gets you the quickest response for support tickets that have to do with any specific questions about teams and things like that, or your account, you're an affiliate account, go open a support ticket in the back office. That's the best way to go. So I have shared again. I hope everybody has copied and pasted. I'm sharing it one more time. It's the link to the Tapestri 1-minute promo video, the link to a 6-minute Tapestri overview, our Vimeo channel, which has 7 different videos in it, our marketing trainings. One link gets you the whole playlist to every marketing training we've done in the past 8 weeks. Our privacy policy video is explained. Walter does a great job in 2 minutes addressing some of the most important frequently asked questions people have about privacy. And then the international video is there as well. And I also shared one other PDF, which has all of the links to that, to those resources in it. And I'll be putting that in the Facebook group and sending that out with the email today as well.
And as far as Dawn McGee, I see where you sent a support ticket and you've not received an email regarding this. You're not going to receive a support ticket. The email, the support system will actually communicate through you in your back office. So you'll get your answer in your back office to your support ticket issue.
The same place you open a support ticket is where you'll get the response. So go back to the support center, open it up, and you'll see the response right there.
I see a good question here from Jennifer. What would your radius of the app be showing your location? For example, the app Life 360 has a radius and will ping when someone in your circle falls within the radius. How will your radius work? That's a really good question. So what we're tying a consumer to a point of interest, and we can look at this on the map, it's roughly 50 meters, about 150 feet. So that's pretty tight. So if we see you go inside Walmart, and once we've addressed that that's a Walmart, we would tie that avatar towards Walmart as an example. If you drive past Walmart, you're walking in the parking lot, that does not qualify at all. But part of our technology is trying to understand where that consumer goes and understanding employees who work at Walmart versus a consumer who actually visits Walmart. We'll be able to tell the difference. So that's a great question.
All right, well, we're at the top of the hour. I really want to thank you and Tom and the rest of the corporate team there for making this opportunity available to us as affiliates. And we don't take it lightly. For those of you that are here today, Monday night is your next opportunity to get information directly from corporate. We'll have a training Monday night. And then next Friday, same time, we'll be back to give you an update on where we're at exactly with the beta. And you'll notice that Walter doesn't dodge any questions. I mean, if you got questions, ask them. There's no bad question. We want you to have full transparency and come grow this company with us and fulfill your dreams too. So Walter, any closing thoughts as we set about for a great weekend of record growth and advancement?
Thank you. That's it. You know, I appreciate your time and your patience with us. It's something that we do not take for granted. So thank you.
All right. With that, we'll get this recorded up in the Facebook group as soon as possible. Danny will also include it in a future email, so you'll have that information. So with that, God bless you. Have a great weekend. And Apple has approved us. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yahoo!
Yes. Happy
Thank
Friday.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.